Hello, superfans. Welcome to our new show. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really stoked right now. There's a new face in this studio next to me. It's weighing in with Suzy. Welcome, Suzy. Suzy, you were on the second season of Biggest Loser.
Season 2 of The Biggest Loser.
All right, we will get to that. And of course, you guys know Missy and myself. Missy is also a super fan of Biggest Loser, so why not bring her in? I mean, we love hearing what she has to say around Big Brother, so I'm excited to hear your feelings on the show. 'Cause what's your New Year's resolution?
I'm 7 pounds in, 7 pounds strong, drinking water.
You can relate to what's going on the show right now.
Absolutely. Love the show.
I personally really can't go there, but
I know.
I mean, I gained 25 on Big Brother. That's where I can fit in, I guess.
I'm
No,
so
but
sad
I can I can relate. I mean, that is a struggle. I'm an emotional eater, so I understand that. That's a problem with me, but I am nowhere near those people, and it's an amazing show, and we're going to talk about it and hear about Biggest Loser, your season, behind the scenes, what went on. I've been on a TV show. I'm sure we can kind of relate to how production works.
And I'm just excited to find out how it works.
Oh, she's already found out a couple things, and she's like, don't ruin it for me. Sorry, and that's what we do. All right, well, let's get to know you, because some of these people probably missed season 2 of Biggest Loser.
Okay.
I know I am one of those, and I would like to get to know you, so give us a recap.
So I'm Suzy. I'm from season 2 of The Biggest Loser. It was like 5 years ago, so forever ago. So for those of you that were still in high school when I was on The Biggest Loser, let me catch you up. But anyways, I'm from Seattle, Washington, here where we're filming, and decided to apply for the show. I had never seen it. I actually saw about like 30 seconds of it and thought, how dare they make fun of those chubby people?
Who got you to go on?
Well, I'm a hairdresser.
Okay.
And I was doing a client's hair in their house, and they said, you should go on that show. You'd be great. You cry at the drop of a hat. And I said, reality people are weird. And trust me, reality people are, okay? Have you met No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, but I went home and secretly put a video together, sent it off, and next thing you know, I got a call that said, we want you on the show.
Wow.
So my life changed in more ways than I could even imagine. I made it to the final 3. One of the other finalists ended up being my husband, who I'm now married to. We'll have our 5th year anniversary in September.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Thank you. And we have 2 kids, Rex, who is 3.5, and Jax, who is 2. And yeah. So.
Well, I mean, just before the show, I'm like, so what was it like? Tell me this, tell me that. I have so many questions. We could go on for hours. Unfortunately, we don't have that time. But in the weeks to come, I know there's going to be some amazing questions, because there's a lot going on in this show. I mean, going on a reality show itself is a very crazy experience. And I feel like one thing that we can relate to is Big Brother is a crazy experience because you have no contact with the outside world. You're sheltered, and we didn't have to lose weight. We didn't have that hanging over our head. Whereas you guys are sheltered, and you're going through a life-changing experience, something where you are physically and mentally changing, and that's, I can't imagine what that's like. But I do want to see you, because, I mean, you've kept most of the weight off now. Let's go back to the days before Biggest Loser. I want to see you. Let's get some pictures and go through this.
So I was the chubby little girl.
Okay.
I thought I came out of the womb chubby, but I actually didn't. This was me in 1st grade, and yeah, so I was kind of chubby all my life. I blossomed into the woman I was when I was about 15, at about 253. That was my heaviest. I don't know if I was actually heavier than 253 right there, but that was...
How old were you there?
I was about 20. Wow. I think.
Where's that picture taken?
That was at Disneyland.
Disneyland?
Yeah.
Okay. I love Minnie.
Yeah, so I was a big girl. And then when I went on the show, I had actually lost a little bit of weight. So I was only 227 on the show. Like, you know, most people who have struggled with their weight, you go up and down, up and down.
Right.
So I was a little smaller there.
I like the glasses, by the way.
Thanks. I've since had LASIK. And then, let's see, this is me on the show. They kind of gave us all these catchphrases, and they put the title on me to find Mr. Right, which is kind of ironic because I did find my husband on the show.
Really?
Yeah. So they cast that on me, and I was mad they put that on me. I was like, I'm going to look like the desperate single girl. But then, turns out, you know.
What were the other 2? Can we go back for just 1 second? The girls behind you there?
It was to be a hot bride, because that girl was engaged.
Okay.
And then the other one was to turn heads. which
Okay.
she's married, so I don't quite understand that. But, you know, production,
She was married on the show?
yeah. Maybe it was to turn her husband's head. I don't know. But
Interesting.
she used to be really hot and then gained weight, so she wanted to be hot again to turn heads. Anyways. And then this is at the finale with my husband.
And how much did you weigh here? Because you are...
I weighed 132 there.
Whoa.
Which I'm only 5'4.5", so I'm going to say 5'5". But 132 for me is really, really small.
You were tiny.
And then that's my husband. He won the show. He weighed in, his final weight was 189.
Real quick, I just have to slip this in while we're on it. How did you feel? Were you bitter towards him that he won?
No,
You were happy
no.
for him?
There was no way I could win. I literally would have to be like 103 pounds.
Okay.
And I was like hunched over like an old lady at like an elderly lady at 132. Sorry. So that was my max
Okay.
for at that time. So
Okay, that makes
yeah.
sense.
But you came in third.
I did come in third.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And I came in I almost came in second by 1 pound. I lost second by 1
Oh
pound.
my God, they
so.
say that every pound matters, and it does.
I know,
That's
I
crazy.
know. And then here's a recent picture of me and my husband.
Gorgeous.
And then a last one is with our family.
Who's
So-
who? Who's on the left
So
there?
the youngest is Jax. He's in the dark shirt, and he is a fireball. He's got crazy curly hair, and he's just always smiling, always going, never stops. And then my oldest in the striped shirt is Rex, and he is 3.5, and he is a man of many talents. I'm like, what are you going to be? Because he's an amazing little kid. So,
Aw, so
and then my
cute.
husband, and then me. So
That is awesome. I
Yeah.
love it. You guys have had an amazing journey, and even
have.
after the show, I know we can get into this later on, but after the show, you guys had a lot of opportunities. Like I know you said you were on Oprah, or you Skyped in, but Matt was on Oprah. Just different things like that. You guys have had a
Yeah.
crazy life.
yeah, we have. It's been really neat, and I've taken some of it for granted because I think,
Yeah.
oh, isn't everyone, you know? He proposed to me on the Today Show.
Okay, I knew it was on TV. I
Yep.
couldn't remember what show it was on.
So that was pretty neat. We got to get married in Jamaica. I didn't let any cameras come. I was like, no. I want
Looking back,
something for myself.
would you know?
No, I needed something for myself. I mean, our whole relationship was on TV.
Right.
Yeah.
And then right after the finale, they whisked us to do all this publicity. And so we had no like private time.
How
so.
long after the show did you guys get married? How long was that gap?
The finale was in November. We got engaged in March, and then we
Oh.
got married in September.
It's quick.
And then like 3 weeks later, October 1st, I found
There was a bun in
November
the
1st,
oven.
I found out I was pregnant. Yeah.
That has been quick.
How was that, finding out that you were pregnant, knowing you just lost all that weight,
Yeah.
and then you're pregnant?
That was one of the hardest things, honestly, because like my dream when I grew up is to be a wife and a mom. So I thought, okay, well, I'm a mom, I'm becoming a mom, but knowing that I was going to gain weight was really hard. So
We'll talk about that in weeks
Yeah.
to come, I'm sure.
Let's go into, we're a week behind, but we're gonna get brought back up to speed. Missy is gonna give us an update and just bring us back up to speed about these last 2 episodes, what's gone on so far in season 11.
Sounds great.
Let's go for Missy's recap.
Let's go for it. Guys, Biggest Loser season 11 is all about couples. There are 22 contestants, all teamed up, 11 team members. On the first episode of Biggest Loser, which aired last Tuesday, we found out that there's a new twist this season, adding 2 new trainers to the mix, on top of having Bob and Jillian. The first challenge was an amazing challenge that Allison Sweeney, the host of Biggest Loser, came up and said, listen, no time to relax. It's time for your challenge. So the challenge was basically around, they had a 5K treadmill walk. The team that finished first got to choose which trainers
You can
they
do
wanted
this.
to train with.
That's right, Jess.
Oh, wow, we have video clip running. Not yet, guys, not yet. So the teams that finished first got to pick their trainers, but there was a catch, just like in every reality TV show.
Bum,
the catch,
bum, bum.
Yeah, the catch was very, I don't know, we'll talk about it later. It was 4 weeks immunity going with the new trainers or staying with the trainers which have shown many seasons of success. 5 team members were able to pick the new trainers, and the other 6 team members got Bob and Jillian. Bob and Jillian were really surprised about this, learning that there was 2 new trainers on the set, and started working them out. Way to go. Time to weigh in. Weigh in. No one from the unknowns was going to be eliminated because they have 4 weeks of immunity. So at the weigh-in, the ranchers weighed in. Team Orange was the loser, had the lowest percentage of weight loss, and they sent Irene's mom requested that they keep her daughter in the game and send her home. So that was week 1 on The Biggest Loser, and last night's episode was, again, intense and over the top. We have not learned the identity of the new trainers. That will be coming up next week. Little bit of a challenge. Again, Allison said that the ranchers were successful in, losing the weight that they needed to, but the unknowns crushed them in the weigh-in last week. Once they got crushed in the weigh-in, game was all on. The unknowns definitely were taunting the ranchers, sending them donuts, seeing if they can tempt them. And no temptation needed. They focused on their energy in the gym. They did not retaliate. Dr. H gave them an in-body analysis, telling them their death date, inside view. Very enlightening, opening. Family members gave lots of motivation on that. At the end of the show, of course, it was weigh-in time. The competition that took place earlier in the show was the team that had completed the challenge the quickest got a 3-pound advantage at the weigh-in. The unknowns beat the ranchers, so they were the team that had the 3-pound advantage. When the advantage challenge was over and it was time for the weigh-in, the ranchers were able to beat the unknowns. So no one went home from Biggest Loser last night.
Yeah.
Good recap.
It was a good show.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I did. I like this season.
Let's start from week 1 with the twist. What do you guys think? Why have we not gotten to see the trainers yet? Who do you think they are? Do you think it's somebody famous? Do you think it's somebody a Biggest Loser contestant brought back? I mean, there's so many. You said the girl is an East Coaster. I mean, from
Yeah,
Boston.
she sounds like she's from Boston. I think they're just doing smart, marketing on their part.
Right.
Because
Keep everybody
I'm
on
going
the
to
edge
keep
of the
watching
seat.
it until they show me who these trainers are.
Right.
So they keep giving us little side glimpses and here and there, and it just keeps our attention. So that's why they're doing that. But
Did you notice, though, that it looks like, one's female, one's male. We know that. The
Right.
male seems to be like the kickboxer type, as to where the female seems to be like a boxer. And I'm wondering if that is their professional, if there's somebody that we know. Are they celebrities?
I don't know. I don't think so, personally. I just
hope
think they're
not.
trainers.
Just outright trainers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? We started discussing this, and I'm like, stop talking. We got to talk about this. How do you guys feel about the contestants not wanting the new trainers?
Oh.
Missy, you start. Let's go with you.
See, I put myself in that situation once again. I say, okay, if it was me, what would I do? I don't know if I would have chose Bob and Jillian because I know that they have the success. I mean, I know they can do it. We've seen it throughout many, many seasons. But 4 weeks immunity is like the golden ticket. That would have guaranteed me 4 weeks. So
I would have picked the unknowns for 1 week immunity.
would you really?
Immunity is priceless. You
Yeah.
have to.
It is priceless, but Bob and Jillian are so good at what they do, and they've
See,
But the deal is,
so
Bob,
many.
no, Bob and Jillian don't lose the weight for you. You are
do.
the one that loses the weight. Every contestant
True.
on there, it could be, I'm sorry, but they were not my motivation at all.
What was your motivation then? If they weren't your motivation, what was?
My motivation was lasting as long as I could on that ranch. Your weight loss secures your time there
Right.
or your time to go home.
Right.
So, they really are there just to train you, and then they leave. And you're left for the rest of the day. It's not like they hold your hand. They don't do your pedals for you. You're the one that walks the treadmill. So I mean,
would've taken the
I
immunity.
love Bob.
Isn't that interesting to know, though? I didn't know that. I thought the trainers were there
Just
8
7
hours
hours?
a day, just drilling in,
That's good to know. How many hours a day is the workout?
Okay,
Part
so
of it.
now every season it changes. But when I was on the show, we were given homework to do in the morning, cardio homework.
Okay.
Which, when you first get there, it's like 45 minutes,
Okay.
and then the longer it goes, it's like an hour and a half. So you get morning homework and end homework, and that's just cardio. The trainers come once a day, maybe 5 times a week, and they work out with the whole group for an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Wow.
The rest of the time, you
Interesting.
just burn calories. I talked to Darius was on a couple seasons ago. Do you remember
Okay.
Darius? He came out this summer for a triathlon we did, and he said he just walked that mile thing all day. He would work out with his trainer, but then he'd just walk walk, walk. So the show
Interesting.
sensationalizes it because it's TV.
Yeah.
You know, sorry to give this away, but it's not like Bob and Jillian aren't yelling at them for 8 hours, maybe an hour,
Don't disappoint
maybe
me,
2
Suzy.
hours.
Don't disappoint me.
Let's go ahead. We have a clip, and this is just from last night, some of the workout. Let's go ahead and go to that, because I want to get your information. No, I want to hear what you have to say after this. Let's go there.
You can do this. That's right, Jesse. You can do this.
5, 2, suck it up.
That's a push-up. Get in there. Don, show me more. Show me more, Don. Show me how bad you are. Go, go, go.
Let's go. The world is watching.
Put your butt down.
Yes, Mommy. Let's go. Let's go. Last chance, ladies and gentlemen. 20, 21, count it. 22, count it. 3, 24, 14. Marcy, do you want to go home? No. Then go faster than that. Go. 12. Marcy. I want it all, Jay. I want it all. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on. Don't stop.
Moses, let's go. Go, baby. Go, baby.
Wow.
That Moses guy, I think he's one of my favorites.
You
Why?
like Moses.
The one that lost 41 pounds, the dad, and I don't know, I just like him.
I have a question, and I don't want to totally ruin the season, but 41 pounds in 2 weeks, right? This has been 2 weeks.
Well, he lost
So
41
week.
pounds
Oh,
the
no, no, no.
first week.
1 week. Okay, so 1 week. How the hell does somebody lose 41 pounds in 1 week?
That's so
I don't
unhealthy.
think it's feasible. And I don't know. I mean, I guess I've gone through production, and I know that just a TV week does not necessarily equal a production week.
Right.
Is that
think
7
the word
days?
week can be different in TV land than it
So-
can be in our world.
So in production, you're saying that sometimes it could
week?
go over 7 days.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
They
Yeah.
don't weigh in every week.
It's not
Like
like
it
every
shows?
Not
Sunday.
every
or-
7 days. We would
Interesting.
not like we wouldn't know when the next weigh-in was until like a day after the weigh-in. We're like, okay, because you also do certain things before the weigh-in to alter your weight.
Like what?
And so like
Yeah, tell us.
like cut out your salt, sweat
Do they
out a bunch
tell
of
you
water.
this? Do they tell you this, or do you pick up on this?
I think it's just a given. I don't remember anyone saying, well, yeah, our trainers tell you to cut out the salt.
Do you have things like
And we would have sweat out workouts where we'd be bundled fully in clothes. I would like put rubber bands right here to not let any
to
air get
lock
out.
it all out?
Yeah.
What about, like, this is gonna sound really sick, but I know there's different tricks to losing weight quick. Do they give you anything
Like diuretics.
diuretics or like things to cook with, like let's say apple cider vinegar?
No.
Some people know that if you put that in, it comes right out. Did they have things like that in the house?
We weren't allowed to do any of those type of things.
They
didn't let
monitor
us. Yeah. Oh yeah. They didn't
Okay.
let us like take diuretics. I mean, they were very strict. Like, even if we wanted to take ibuprofen, we had to be given it to us. So,
Makes
I know
sense.
there's
I mean,
been
to monitor.
controversy. Like, people have snuck in stuff and they get in big trouble. So,
Interesting.
so for the most part, it is like, pure and healthy, but you
It's
get
just
rid
the
of like
timing.
fake weight.
Okay.
That's what we call it.
Yeah, which, I mean, it makes sense. It's just the water weight, the things.
Yeah.
A lot of people know that. Let's talk about the gift from the unknowns, because this, everybody knows I'm a little twisted. I'm a little evil. I think this is hilarious. How would have
the
you dealt
donuts?
with that? Like donuts, just, I'm sure you open it and you just smell
They
it.
could smell
Out.
those donuts. I was really proud of them.
Yeah.
Really proud.
Do you think you could have done that?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, your life on the show depends on your weight loss.
Right.
So you aren't tempted by anything. I mean, in our ranch, we had candy everywhere. And my downfall is chocolate and sugar and candy, and every week they'd change it. So, like, honestly, after my final weigh-in, when I was about to go home and not be weighed for 5 more months,
Yeah.
oh, I took care of that candy. I ate it.
Did you?
But I didn't
Did you get
do it.
sick?
Since
Since not having it for so long.
we did go have like a celebration meal, and yes, we got sick. The 3 finalists, we
In your
all
celebration meal.
yes, because our body hadn't had like grease or
I can't
because we had
imagine.
calamari and
Fried?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
God, that had to have just...
yeah.
We won't go there.
No.
But
yeah,
I think everybody
it was
gets
not pretty.
Funny.
So, but yeah, while you're on, I mean, those donuts wouldn't have tempted me at all.
Yeah.
And they like play it up like he was really tempted. I'm sure he wasn't.
Right. Let's talk about Dr. H, because this was like a heart-wrenching moment to be told, like, you're going to die. I mean, that...
Your death date.
Yeah, I mean, they said he'll make it to 2020, and I
That's 10 years
can't
from now.
imagine sitting there having somebody look you in the eyes and say, you're going to die. You know, you've got 8 to 10 years. What, did they ever do anything like that with you?
You know, it wasn't as high tech when I was there.
Okay.
We did meet with Dr. H, and he, like when my husband started the show, they put him on heart medicine and all this stuff. They said he was pre-diabetic. Tons of people went on medication for stuff they didn't even know they had those ailments.
Wow.
So, but I think of it more like, thank goodness they get this wake-up call.
Yeah.
Like if someone came up to us and said, okay, because you're carrying this much extra pounds, this is your lifeline, so
Right.
do it.
And
Do
they
something
said,
about it.
What is it? Art was told that he had 370 excess just fat on him. That I can't. That's 3 of me. That's 3. I can't imagine what that feels like to carry that around and to be told that to actually sit and think about that. It's just.
It's definitely a wake-up
It's
call.
not,
That's why
it's
it's great to have
scary.
that doctor give the analysis, because that's the insides most of us don't know.
Yeah.
So
We think, oh, we can still walk around, we're fine. But when it's put it to you like that, and you see how much fat is on you,
Yeah.
makes you
made them go
wanna
back to their
change.
rooms and shadow box a little.
Yeah, I know. I loved that scene when he was like
shadow boxing.
sweating like crazy, like I am here. The set is so hot.
See,
I'm burning calories as we speak.
I complain about the set all the time. I have a fan. I demand a fan. It is hotter than Hades in
How
here.
come the fan is not reaching me?
No,
that's okay.
Somehow it got turned. It's like pointing
We'll
back
talk about my
at it.
contract later.
Next
no, I'm
week,
just kidding. I'm
next
just
week.
kidding.
Okay, we did talk about this. Moses, the 41 pounds. I guess it's good to know that production is not always 7 days. That they're not always doing those weigh-ins.
Yeah. And
The
you
same
know,
day.
honestly, your very, very first weigh-in on the show, you're weighed in full clothes. So, like, I had boots on, and I saw they were weighing in people, and I grabbed water and I guzzled it. So I, like, put on pounds before my weigh-in. Because my first weigh-in, I lost 20 pounds. And, I mean, I can't do that in a month and a half right now.
You guzzled
know?
water?
I did. I was
That's
like,
brilliant.
I don't know how, I mean, I'm kind of competitive, so I just grabbed like 2 or 3 water bottles. I can't remember now, but I just chugged them.
You just chugged the water.
Yeah. And then
We should have like a
water
race between
contest?
us or
see who
something.
can gain the most water weight
Or
right
just
here.
like
No, I'm just kidding.
You guys.
like an endurance competition.
Listen,
or
I'm
something.
liking
See who can
water
just
now.
Keep
I'm
going.
really liking water. I'll
I'm proud
challenge
of you.
both of you. I think I could chug it faster.
Missy has cut out Diet Coke, not totally, but cut back. I mean, you're
A
doing
lot.
very good. I'm proud of you.
A lot.
Good job.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the challenge, because I know Missy had said, we talked about some of this before, we need to stop that. Keep it for the show, ladies. Missy, do you think you could have done that challenge?
No.
Why?
I would have been able to mastermind the challenge. I wouldn't have been able to physically do that challenge.
Looking at it now, what would have you done? Knowing their faults.
They just needed to plan more. I mean, they needed to use their weight to their advantage by moving those floating devices in order to get to the other side. Everybody needed to strategize, and the ranchers did not strategize, and that's why they were beat by the unknowns.
Yeah.
And they got the 10,000 and the 3 points, right?
They got the 3-pound advantage,
Yes,
and then
3 pound.
whatever
Which,
team.
like, when I first heard that, I was like, 3 pounds, whoop-de-doo. But like you said, you lost, well, you didn't lose. You came in third because of 1
1 pound.
point.
Yeah.
That, or pounds, that is just...
So in that house,
Crazy to me.
3 pounds is a big to do.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, 1 pound is a big to-do. You work your rear off until the moment because you're just burning more calories, you know. Yeah. So
Let's talk about next week's show. We finally get introduced to these trainers.
I don't know if they're really
Finally.
going to show us. They
don't
say
think so?
that, but I think maybe this maybe just be like a get us.
Still,
I don't know.
No,
I
don't say that,
know.
Suzy. Don't say that.
Just saying.
You know,
Missy gets so upset. She's like I think sometimes you get frustrated that you do this because there's things that you just don't want to know.
Well, I don't. I mean, they're working. I see a lot that these unidentified trainers, they're doing a lot of this exercise like in a ring. They're not in the 24-hour fitness gym.
Right.
They're not using that equipment
This
as
is
much.
interesting. Suzy thought that they could be working with them like the full 7-8 hours a day, whereas Bob and Jillian are only there
The 1.5
Yeah,
hour,
1,
like you
2
had said.
hours.
Yeah, because the unknowns are staying at Fitness Ridge.
Right.
And I've been to Fitness Ridge, not the Malibu one, but the Utah one. And I mean, your bedroom is right next to the gym, you know? And so I'm wondering if they have the unknown trainers sleeping at Fitness Ridge. So maybe,
Nice.
and they're new, they're not divas yet. I'm not
Yeah.
saying the other ones are, shoot.
Well, that's
I'm just saying they're new and they want to show Bob and Jillian too. They're
Right.
like these new trainers. So they are probably working with their cast a lot more.
It's almost like, have you? Do you watch Survivor? Have you ever
Yeah.
seen it?
Yeah.
The last season, like it was the old against the young. I kind of feel like that's how it is, how it's split. It's almost unfair when you think about it that way. If these trainers are working with them more than Bob and Jillian,
Yeah.
sucks for the other team. But
Yeah.
The unknowns too. I mean, it seems to me like, and I've watched many seasons, it just seems to me like they're really teaching them, like they're training them for like a competition, a fight,
Yeah.
not a weight loss. It seems like they're training them for something.
which they're probably going to come out ahead if that's the case.
I don't know. I am anxious to see their last week away from the ranch, how well their results are.
And how
I'm
they
predicting
adjust.
they're going to be low. Because,
I like that.
I mean, they're going to hold some weight for the next week's
Yes.
weigh-in. I'm just saying, because they're immune. Whatever.
Okay, so
Immunity.
next week, are we meeting the trainers, yes or no?
I don't know. Ish.
Ish?
We are.
I say yes. They can't drag it on that long. That's going to be like Big Brother 12, where they just keep stretching it out.
Message boards will be going wild. They won't do it.
We'll see. Okay, so we're making bets. Yes or no? We need a yes or no.
I don't
Go
think we'll
against
full
us.
on see and describe the trainers. I think they'll still hold something back.
You think maybe we'll just get to visually see them but not know what their qualifications are?
Maybe. I don't know.
Sounds
I don't
good. That might sound
Okay.
good too.
Well, I'm looking forward to it because I want to know. I hate the unknown.
Me too.
So come on, tell us. All right. Well, we're excited for next week, and we will be back next week. We were not taking phone calls this week just because we have way too much to talk about. We got to get to know this lady. But next week, you guys can call in just like normal, ask Suzy questions from her season, her thoughts on this season. She doesn't hold back. With that, you also have a Facebook page where people can follow you.
I do.
And tell us what you're doing. You were on the news yesterday morning. Tell us real quick what that was.
Right.
And how they can follow you.
For those of you that watch The Biggest Loser, you know about the pound for pound challenge. Well, Matt and I, my husband and I, have teamed up with our local food bank in Food Lifeline here in Washington. And we have formed a team called Team Vision Quest. And we want our team to win. So we encourage you to go to pfpchallenge.com and pledge your pounds, because for every pound you pledge, a pound of food will be donated to the food banks. So, and if you want to join my team, you can, Team Vision Quest. Also, you can friend us on Facebook. We're Matt and Suzy Hoover, and we talk about The Biggest Loser. We give you challenges.
You guys update. You do a great job with the fans. I checked out your page, and you answer questions. People post a lot of questions, and you're always on top of
Yeah.
it.
You'll see our boys, videos of our kids.
Yes, the YouTube channel. What's that?
I don't know.
Okay, search it on YouTube. We'll post it on Facebook and Twitter.
Maybe Matt, Biggest Loser. I don't know. My husband does all that. I don't know.
I think it is. It's Matt. It's not your
Matt
name. It's just Matt.
BL2, maybe? I don't know.
It's good stuff. You can get to know him. So, friend Suzy on Facebook. Also, for those of you going back to our house guest hotline shows, all the things that we've been doing, I know there's a lot of you that haven't received mugs and a lot of you that want to leave feedback around the shows. So we created an email alias for you. You can email us, let you know what you're thinking. If you love us, hate us, it'll be fun. That is liveshows@real.com. We might not necessarily email everyone back, but we will be checking it and reading it. Be honest, tell us what you think. If you need a mug and you haven't received yours yet, I am going to ask you when you won this mug. So just don't go out there and be like, I didn't receive that.
Where's my mug?
We'll get you yours. We need them.
Okay.
We didn't have clean mugs down here. We've got like a bucket back there that like Jeff and Jordan have drank out of. So next week, call in. You guys can ask us any questions, ask Suzy questions. I know I've got a list of them going. So the weeks to come will be really fun. And let us know if you guys are, you know, on
Interested?
the bandwagon of losing weight. I know Missy's doing it. We can talk about that too and talk about working out, get tips to eat better. I know Suzy struggled with that after having 2 kids. So we're excited. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place.
Yep. Bye.